Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sports. And that's all, folks. It's Elegbete TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV Radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV Radio. I seriously love listening to it. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Monday edition. It's the second day of the month of September. It is time for us to talk about football and everything in between. Football really did happen over the weekend. A lot of matches everywhere you turn. There was a football match from Italy to Germany, France to Belgium, Holland, Portugal to England, Spain, everywhere. Yeah, Barcelona cannot stop winning and scoring tons of goals. But beyond all of that was the red card to Declan Rice. His first career red card. It's the most controversial one. But yesterday, Liverpool showed Manchester United that true, they have a leaking roof and a leaky defense. Even when the rains are not falling, it is still raining gold. 3-0 was what it took for Arne Slot. They say now no man, I ain't the key man. Yes, his fellow countryman came and put the dagger on the chest. Okay, it's a very sad one. Liverpool have now made the question to rise again, and the slot is time to start the search for Arne Slot replacement. Eric Ten Hag's replacement. And the slot came in with that and made life difficult for Eric Ten Hag, his fellow countryman. Tottenham is shit. It's not something new. They would always be. They went to Newcastle, who could not get any proper transfer deal done and could not even get a draw, not to talk of a win. As they lost 2-0. Well, Chelsea are hovering around that 10th thing. They have bought the land. Omanila are still asking for some money and permit for them to start building their tent. That's the way it was. Yes, OGC Nice, even though with the red card, they won. You know what I'm talking about, OGC Nice, not you. It's not necessarily about whether they won the game or I'm not a new fan of OGC Nice. No. I am talking about OGC Nice because my boy is there. And even Bible say, where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. And was in that team. He came in the very dying minute of the game, in the 88th minute. Well, it's a gradual process. The most important thing is they went away and won against Agas 4-1, even with the red card. So we're happy with that one. And then we keep seeing what would have happened in the other game. Paris Saint-Germain were 3-1 winners away from home against Lille. Who miss Mbappe when you have the players that you have? That's what they're saying at the Parc des Princes. Because 3 straight wins, 13 goals scored, only 2 considered goal difference plus 11. Damn. They've been winning games like games are going out of fashion. Olympic Marseille are second there. I mean, it's not time for us to start talking about league table anyway, but I just feel the need to talk about that one. Nice, OGC Nice, with my interest, I in 8th position, 3 games play, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Okay, they would get better as they go. In Germany, Bayern Munich are not interested in all this unbeaten run, but their own focus is on their own. Vision Company is gradually molding a team that would stand the test of time. Well, Heidenheim, a club that gained promotion, I think 2 seasons ago, on top of the log with 6 goals scored, none conceded in 2 games, 6 maximum point. Bayern Munich as well, 6 maximum point, 5 goals scored, 2 goals conceded. But I mean, the first game was 3-2. This time around, they won 2 goals to nothing. They're making progress. Where is Bayer Leverkusen? Yes, they won the title last season unbeaten, but then that unbeaten run was brought to an end, an abrupt end by RB Leipzig, who's gone on to stay 2 wins out of 2. Borussia Dortmund have won 1 and drawn 1 as well. They've got 4 points. Union Berlin in 5th position with a win and a draw. Wolfsburg, 1 win, 1 loss, but they are in 6th. Okay, let's see what's happening in Italy. Yes, Italy, the coach of Napoli said they are satisfied with the progress that they are making. That's what he said. Juventus and Roma played in Turin. 0-0 was the scoreline. And Monza went to Fiorentina, yes, David De Gea's club, and it was 2-2. But Verona went to get Genoa, and they beat them 2 goals to nothing. Udinese were at home against Fabregas' Como, and they won 1 goal to nothing. Well, let's go to Spain and tell you that those people who are panicking for Madrid, relax, because Madrid beat Real Betis 2 goals to nothing. So they are beginning to find their mojo. Kylian Mbappe scored 2 goals in this game. I mean, even though he was replaced in the 84th minute by Luka Modric, but is in within the goals. So for those of you who are saying he's not going to fit into this team, well, I don't think it is true. Was assisted in the 67th minute by Ferran Valverde, and then he scored a penalty 8 minutes later in the 75th minute to make it 2 goals to nothing. So it was the Mbappe's show. Well, when you look at the table in Spain, doesn't look exciting for people who think that Madrid are dead, because Madrid are up there in 2nd position behind FC Barcelona, who've got maximum 4 wins out of 4, scored 13 goals, considered 3. As a flick is flicking on the light, even in a difficult situation. Credit to him, because he scored 13 goals, considered 3. The team is doing well. Everybody is fine and happy. Real Madrid, on the other hand, have won 2, drawn 2, not lost a game yet. There are 5 teams in La Liga that have not lost a game yet. For Getafe, it's a case of playing 3 and drawing 3. They've not lost a single one. But then the other 4 teams are Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico de Madrid, and Villarreal, who've all not lost a single game. But then the other ones have won 2, drawn 2. Only Barcelona have 100% record of winning all 4 of their games so far in the Spanish La Liga. And when you look at the top goal scorers chart, it makes for a pleasant reading, because Barcelona have Roberto Lewandowski topping the chart with 4 goals and 1 assist, and you have Rafinha. They almost shipped out, but then they changed their mind. The Brazilian Rafinha on 3 goals and 2 assists. Well, everything is going well. Somebody's asking me, where is Lamine Yamal? Yes, Lamine Yamal already have 4 assists and a goal this season. That's how good the kid is. Yes, he just turned 17 at the Euros. Wow. What a player. He's already got a European title to his name. Youngest player to assist at the Euros. Youngest player to score at the Euros. Wow. And he's back doing the lost job in La Liga. Somebody was asking me, where is Nico Williams? Nico Williams is with his club Bilbao. He said, look, I love Bilbao and I'm going to be here for as long as I want to be. If I don't get to move out, I don't feel bad. But in football, you never can tell what would happen tomorrow. So tomorrow something else can happen and I'm on the move. Well, it's not all over. Let's look at the Italian side of things and talk about a statement credited yesterday now? Yes, credited to the coach of Napoli, former Chelsea, former Juventus, former Milan, former everything, former Italian national team coach. Yes, Antonio Conte said something that caught my attention, and they won against Parma at home 2 goals to 1. It was a struggle, but they won. And for him, he said that Napoli are consistent when it comes to the Victor Osimhen issue, that they are consistent. That's the word he used. And there is no plan to bring him back. Well, number 9, they kept it very late, like Bayer Leverkusen of last season. They considered a goal in the 19th minute, but JC number 9, that used to be Victor Osimhen's number, got an assist from Spinazzola, and it was a bang 90th plus 2 minutes, 1-1 Lukaku. But then Anguissa got a pass from David Neres and made it 2-1. So they got a win on that one, and it is fine to be very, very happy and excited. Why is Alex Akande calling me when my show is on? Okay, I don't understand. Sometimes this distraction just come in. Okay, so sorry guys for that little distraction. And the coach came out during the pressers when he was asked about Victor Osimhen. He said there is absolutely, with all sense of certainty, absolutely no plan to bring him back into the squad. Is there any chance that Osimhen would get a club within this window? Today is the last day. Yeah, he could still go to Saudi Arabia. One club in Saudi Arabia can just wake up and decide. But then there's so many drama. I hope to do a breakdown video, maybe a 30 minutes video tomorrow, because I have to be patient and wait, because a deal can still happen today before midnight. Now, I hope to do a video. I also hope I don't have to do it, that he has to move. But I've heard so many things. And with this Osimhen issue, I'm seeing Nigeria repeating the Nigerian mentality. Some people now say, "Oh, people hate him." No, nobody hates Osimhen. It's not about hate. When you don't do the business the way you should do the business, don't blame anybody. Trying to blame people, all of a sudden, people are happy to see me fail. Nobody's happy to see you fail. You and your agent are responsible for this. And then I also see the Nigerian mentality. Oh, De Laurentiis is a bad man. Are you sick? Have you ever owned a club? I told you guys the story of former Super Eagles and Warri Wolves defender was Azubike Igweke. Warri last November, and it's impossible for me to go to Warri unless my schedule is so tight that I don't go to my old area. Generator is where I grew up, right? So I went to my old area, and then I went to a college where this whole football thing started. I went to a college, and I was there, and I see this massive guy, and I was cracking my brain. So I was talking to my former player, Efforte Bali, good, and I was like, good. This guy looked familiar. I said, "How's it working now?" I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's it." And then we got close. I just greeted them. I was looking at everybody, going back to your old hood, and then these new kids who don't know you cannot give you a good feel, because back in the day, if I go there where everybody know me, like there'll be high demand. So it was just fine to be anonymous. And I was there, and then one thing led to the other. Azubike talked about his deal to West Ham that did not work, and he was blaming Amaju Pinnick. He said Amaju Pinnick was demanding for money. They should have let him go. Amaju is a bad person, blah, blah, blah. I said all the things. And I said to him, Azubike, you're a very bad person. And everybody was shocked. I mean, they didn't know me, because if they know me, they know, okay, I'm very blunt. But for the few people who know me there, they know, okay, this is who he is. I see, a very bad person. Not only that you're a bad person, you're a very stupid person. So you played for Warri Wolves for like 4 seasons. You lived in Amaju's house for 2 years. You ate his food. He took care of you. You got to the national team. You want to leave Warri Wolves to West Ham, and you want to live for free. If everybody is living for free, how Nigerian football go take grow? That West Ham, so their players they live for free. So because they ask for 500,000 for you, if West Ham really value you, would they not pay it? So let's just oppose that conversation with Aurelio De Laurentiis. The story is long. I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do a video for it, hopefully tomorrow, and I'll break it down. So for those of you who have been conditioned by lies and stupid opinions on radio, and that make you feel Aurelio De Laurentiis is a bad person, please take that out of your mind. Yes, he may have made a comment that is bad. Oh, African players, I don't want to sign African player, but your African Footballer of the Year, it was because he signed him that he won the African Footballer of the Year. So, don't. And then if you look at the history of the club, as we're talking right now, Anguissa is a Cameroonian. They are still African players in his team. So don't wake up and, begrudge somebody. I like people to be objective and be intelligent in their conversation. Don't just wake up and, Aurelio is a madman. No. The fact that he's erratic is known long ago. He was erratic when he signed him. It was erratic when we all celebrated him. It was erratic when they won the league. It was erratic when they are singing his name. There are 25 registered, 27 to 28 registered players plus the reserve players in that team, but his name is the only name they sang in the stadium. He was erratic at the time. So not now because transfer didn't go through. You and your agent, they put a contract in your front and you accepted to extend with a clause. The reason you accepted is because you agree that you are worth that amount and you think that the market will cover. Because if you want to sign your agent, that's why I say Osimhen doesn't have an agent, he has an errand boy. An agent is supposed to tell you, guy, this is what the market is saying your value is. Because type any player today, put their name on transfer market, you will see transfer market will price you as against what your club is pricing you. Now this is what your club say you are worth, but this is what the market says you are worth. So he should have told him that no, we can't put this clause because nobody go buy. And the way the transfer market they go so, nobody, even the best of the best, now 110, 115, 105. So, and if you look at the history of the market, if one market rise, the next market go drop. So last summer don't go up. This next summer, so it go come down. That's the job of an agent. I'm sitting here and I know all of this. An agent is supposed to know that. You put pen to paper and you agreed. So now 130 is your release clause. Transfer summer come, things are not even going the way they want. The same man wanna say wicked agreed to come down to 100,000. It's cut off 30 million. How many people will agree to cut off 30 million from their money? Spurs not go agree. Daniel Levy not go agree. He went from that one to cut another 20 million, which is 50 million, say 80 million. Even went low as 60 million at some point for Chelsea, and for the Arabs, 75 to 80 million. Yet, you couldn't get a deal. Are you guys aware that Chelsea was pricing Osimhen? Osimhen, who earns 11 million euros net. Chelsea was pricing him at 4 million net, which is 3.5 million pounds. In other words, per week, 63,000 pounds a week. Are you guys aware of that? Do you know what that means? It means that's how much Chelsea values him. They were willing to pay Jadon Sancho more than they are willing to pay Victor Osimhen. It's a long conversation anyway. But this is my community. And like I always say, I like people in my community to be informed, to have the resources to make informed opinion outside there, and don't just go there and jump on the bandwagons. Yeah, there are places where you go to and listen, and it is all noise. But I don't want my community to be like that. So I'm telling you guys for free that sometimes when you come up with this conclusion, especially on social media, the entire world, the rest of the world, look at what you guys are posting and use it to analyze Nigeria. AI and the rest use it to analyze Nigerians that this is how dumb Nigerians are, or this is how intelligent Nigerians are. So please make informed contribution on any platform you're making your contribution. That said, tomorrow, hopefully, I don't have to do the video. Hopefully, we come out tomorrow and announce, or later and announce that he's moved to Saudi Arabia because that's still window. Okay, it's very late tonight. But if he doesn't, then tomorrow I will do an extensive video and talk about all of this and give the breakdown, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The Osimhen transfer, Victor Osimhen transfer saga. That's the title of it. I'm already giving it the title. The Victor Osimhen transfer saga, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, who's responsible, who dropped the ball, and who didn't drop the ball? What should have been done and what shouldn't have been done? You would hear all of that. And I would give you my best breakdown as possible. I mean, I still wear the cap of an analyst. Forget side do presentation here. I'm still an analyst, and I'm going to analyze all of that for you. Well, there's no longer going to be transfer rumors for now till somewhere around January. So let's enjoy the show as best as we can. And it that means that you guys have more time and to ask your questions, make them as engaging as possible so that we can have real conversation. The Nigerian League is back. The NPFL is back. We're now getting to the point where they will tell you that this is the date we will start, and true, the game will hold. Rangers became the first club in a long while, the first defending champion in a long while, that started the season without picking maximum point. El Kanemi Warriors, who just gained promotion, who are FA Cup winners, came to the Cathedral and held them to a goalless draw. Well, let's start with the characters, the major actors of the game that happened at the Cathedral. When you talk about Cathedral, it is the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. Would have been there, but I changed my mind last minute. So The arrangement wasn't what I wanted. I don't travel that kind of long distance by road. So let's say the 2024-2025 NPFL season kickoff on Saturday. This whole new segment is put together by Timothy Deimbo. Last week Friday, I put out his account number. I think only one person reached out to him. I want to say thank you to the person who did. We expected more, but for those of you who reached that one person that reached out, I want to say thank you as well. Okay, so Timothy Dembo still continue doing the good job. I really do appreciate him for all of that. The 2024-2025 NPFL season kicked off on Saturday as champions Rangers International hosted FA Cup winners Academy Warriors at the Cathedral. While the match didn't deliver many goals, Aliyu Zubairu, Academy's sides clearly deserved to win, having created numerous goal scoring opportunities and clear-cut chances. After the game, Fidelis Elechukwu admitted his disappointment with the result and emphasized that work needs to be done to improve the team's performance, especially as they head into the CAF Champions League game in the weekend. So let's hear from Fidelis Elechukwu, aka Kamara, the former MFM Plateau United manager and under 23 assistant coach. That's in the heart. Fidelis Elechukwu, Kennedy Boboye, and Imama Mapakabo as the head. Unfortunately, they didn't qualify for the Olympics in Tokyo.
I think today is one of our worst games I've played in this stadium, and I'm very, very sad about it because it's a game. We have our game plan, but sometimes football is funny. Things will not go the way it's supposed to go, and the Economic Warriors are a very good side because I know the team very well. So I think we'll have to plan way forward and forget about the game because the game has gone. Yeah, I think it's a general thing. We'll have to sit down and analyze the thing and analyze what happened today. There are so many things we can't talk. We only talk about the defeat because it's very important because of other things that is going around us. So we understand that today we do less than what people are expecting of us. We did less than what we even were expecting from ourselves, and we are not going to kill ourselves because of that. I know it's disappointing one for today, and we must forge ahead. Yeah, it's very, very important, very, very concerned because a team is as good as his last game, and the same thing happened in our last continental game, very, very the same thing. And when things happen like this, you must understand that we'll sit down back and start analyzing and start putting our heads together and find a solution. Especially now we'll have some days ahead.
TV radio, redefining. Listen.
I think.
My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name.
All right, so I'm seeing a lot of comments. Bade Adetunji, give it some time. It seems new. I've not seen that name before. Give it some time. I'll be back to read all of those messages. So it's not like I'm getting past you. If you're regular here, you will know how we go. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on the like buttons as you're watching the live. Let's have fun together. If you like what you're watching here, invite your friends and even your enemies. Come and settle here, but don't quarrel. On the comment section, we are not allowed to insult each other. I mean, you can agree or disagree with anybody's opinion. Like I always say, two truths can stand side by side. I can disagree with you, but not disrespect you. It's possible. But once you start throwing shades at people, take it that escalation, and it's not something you would want to like. Well, the coach of the away side have a different view to that game. Academy Warriors manager Aliyu Zubairu expressed that the match against Rangers was one they should have ideally won. Speaking to the media after the game, he acknowledged the missed opportunities and emphasized the need to continue working on their goal-scoring abilities to improve future performances. Aliyu Zubairu, let's hear from you, man.
If not ordinarily, this is a match we ought to have won. Goal scoring is like planting a seed, and you continue to water it, then you throw in. So we'll continue to work on it until we get it right. Definitely, our goal scoring ability, we are certainly going to continue to work on it.
Elecbetter TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
Yeah, just had to chip that in so that you know what we represent, who we are, the kind of community that you are joining. If you're joining for the very first time, thank you very much. But understand that our goal here is for us to connect and be fine. I know that the Osimhen conversation will be the very, very top one for every show, anywhere, for the next couple of days. But you see, while you say that, let me always say to you, make informed opinion about this matter and don't let your emotion guide your position, because what should we do? And I've listened to quite a lot of shows. Sometimes I just get into the car, drive out, listen to Nigerian shows, because you have to. How does Nigerians take this thing? And then I look at Europe. You know, when you follow Sky Sports, follow the European media, Osimhen was the poster boy of the transfer story. As soon as 11 o'clock, click, boom, Osimhen picture was away. They moved on. And you know, I sat back, I was talking with Audio. I had a very long conversation with Audio because I saw one post that he made that I disagree with, and I was pissed with him, sent him a very long voice note. And he called me, I was like, bros, you know the verse on me, like I said, because you're being very, very sick. This post trying to blame Nigerians. You've been in football long enough to have the common sense to know that this has got nothing to do with that direction, because once you say it, millions of people will line behind you and shift the blame, and then you make the people who are responsible for this whole transfer mess not to take responsibility. Before you know it, now they'll tell you, Nigerians they will shit the boy. No, don't go and don't study there. Oh, if a man is down, don't kick him. And I reminded him, I said, this man, Finidi George was down, this guy kick him now. Why are you sounding like you are a pope now? You are a saint all of a sudden. No, now what goes around comes around. Don't come and preach this gospel of if a man is not, don't see anybody who kicks him, he deserves it. This guy went on live and insulted the whole Nigeria. One Army general sent me a message in the group and sent me a private message and you know, mentioned those Igalo's comment, and I was like, I have massive respect for Igalo, but I don't like this thing he just said. If you can reach him, tell him to stop. I forwarded the message to him. I was like, this is what a retired army brigadier general in the army is 73 years of age now. This is what he's got to say by you. So you've got to watch what you say. Not be every person with that. Yesterday, I saw something on my friend Chana Chiru's status, and it made sense to me. And after that, he sent me a voice note. I will likely play it because I said I will play it for lessons to be learned. You know this, I don't drink alcohol, so I really don't know, but I have a lot of friends. I grew up around people who drink. I grew up in the ghetto. If you grew up in the ghetto, alcohol is different. Alcohol is that type people drink and fall in the gutter. So I grew up seeing all of that growing up, right? So, and I also know that when I was in secondary school, when I go to university, when I started playing football, people would say, if you get hangover, take paracetamol for the headache. But then yesterday, he posted something on his status, and then I replied, I said, while this is not for people like me, there is so much strong lesson to learn here, because I've always heard people say, when you get hangover, take alcohol. And, you know, people have gone to drink, take a paracetamol. People have gone to drink, taking paracetamol and died. And people now say, now their friends would follow and go drink, and I poison them. But that's not just the truth. Wrong decision. But when we end up blaming the wrong set of people, that's Nigerian thing for you. I always say that why I don't like going to church, why I stopped going to church is that church makes you irresponsible. I'm like, oh, why are you saying that? Yeah, this is how I see it. In church, you are trained to believe that when something goes well, it is God. When something goes wrong, it is the devil. You don't have any responsibility. There's nothing you can do. There not be work, not be hard work, not grace. Yeah, I agree. All those stuff. But where is your responsibility in all of this? Okay, where is your responsibility in all of this? If you don't show that, oh, I made a mistake, I did something wrong. You can't grow if you don't accept responsibility for your actions, because every choices we make have consequence. When you make choices, highlight them that I made these choices, I made these choices, I made this one, I made this one. Some choices we can correct and get over. Some choices, the consequence when they come, they hit very hard. I interviewed Etimesin the other day, and he said something. There's one thing of all the many things he said. He said when he went to Belgium, and the senior man then was Stephen Keshi, and Stephen Keshi will reach out to him like as a senior man and say, Etim, these things you're doing, this lifestyle, this whole big cars that you're buying this one today, buy that one tomorrow, You don't need it. He said he cut off. When we done edit, we'll put it out there, you see. He cut Stephen Keshi off, and he thought Stephen Keshi was jealous of him. But later, he realized, but it was too late, that Stephen Keshi was actually meant well for him. And when I look at Osimhen today, if you know how many people Osimhen have cut off just because they dare to give him advice, like, Osimhen, this thing you're doing is not good now. This is this, this is that. Take, for instance, you signed a deal with DSTV, 65 million to post. You took their money, you don't post. If they had come and sue you now, so this South African company is xenophobia, that's how Nigerians will react. We should learn to understand that when somebody has taken a decision to destroy themselves, destruction will come. Don't blame anybody. That's just my own point in all of this. I will keep talking about the Osimhen thing. What I don't want to hear is anybody say Napoli is at fault. No. This problem started since last year, June. It was cooking. Like I said in one Twitter space, rich people fight with their money. Poor people fight with their emotions. When push comes to shove, money will defeat emotion any day, anytime. Don't like me for it. I have 3 children and a wife. Those 4 people liking me is enough. I even tell my younger ones, I don't need you liking me. I'm too old for that. I'm 45, going to be 46 in December. I don't need people liking me. Don't like me. Think about the objectivity of the things that I say. That's what's most important. Okay? So it's not about whether you like me or you don't like me. Think the thing while you talk, because if we don't learn lesson from this, we're going to repeat them again. Another player will come and repeat it again. It's just a matter of time. Well, let's go to the AFCON qualifiers now. I one player who's been my line by me a lot. I've got something to say. Super Eagles winger and Super Eagles announced winger Moses Simon has stated that Nigerians deserve nothing less than a determined fight and win from the team in the upcoming 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Nigeria will face Benin Republic on September the 7th, this weekend that is coming, and Rwanda on September the 10th, as they aim to secure a spot in next year's tournament in Morocco. Following a disappointing international window in June during the World Cup qualifiers, it is crucial for Nigeria to back this time. Speaking to 54 Football X after scoring a Nats 3-1 win over Montpellier in Ligue 1 last weekend, Moses emphasized that the best the team can offer is to fight and win. Let's hear Moses Simon, tell us what you think the Eagles should do.
Of course, all Nigeria are expecting winning. So we'll just go there, do our best. The best Nigeria needs is to fight and win. This is the most important thing.
Mesdemoiselles, mesdames et messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir. Je m'appelle Oufama Demote et ce soir, je suis avec LGBT sur LGBT TV Radio.
Well, since we're in France, I thought I should bring my sister in to introduce the station in French. Oufama Demote, thank you very much. A wonderful younger sister that God has blessed me with. Let's go further down in this conversation and let's arrive at the EPL and see what the conversation is. Chelsea's new manager, former Leicester City manager, Baby Pep, former assistant coach of Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, was with them when they won the treble, if my memory serves me right. Chelsea coach Enzo Maresca, I believe his team deserved to win against Oliver Glasner's Crystal Palace yesterday. Chelsea started strong, taking control of the game and eventually finding a net Nicholas Jackson after a pass from Cole Palmer in the 23rd minute. However, Eberechi's 53rd minute strike leveled the score and the match ended in a 1-1 draw. Speaking at the post-match press conference, Maresca expressed his belief that his team deserved to have won the game and was pleased with their overall performance. I don't know if you guys, if you're a Chelsea fan, if you believe, if you see the game this, that he saw it. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know that game could have gone either ways. Overall play anyway, maybe I would agree with him one way or the other. But I don't know if you agree with him. Whatever your position is on that matter, put it on the comment section. Let's hear you. But let's go to Enzo Maresca and hear what he's going to say at the press conference after the match.
As you said, I think we completely deserve to win the game. We create chances. We control the game. We didn't concede chances. First half, they just had I think one shot on goal with the Wharton. Second half, the goal that was fantastic goal. But yeah, overall, as you said, we completely deserved to win the game. Unfortunately, we didn't. But the performance, I think, was very good on the ball and off the ball. Probably after we conceded the goal, we lose a little bit way to control the game. The game started to be a little bit up and down, transition, that for us is not our football, and especially against them, that in transition they are very good. But then after we come back in the way we plan the game, and at the end we have 2-3 more chances to win the game. But it's what it is.
Well, from one coach who saw the game differently, who expected his team to win, to another coach is gradually becoming a clown. Just thinking about it is making me smile. Yeah, this coach, you take him to the press conference, you ask him one question, is answering something else. You could tell him, what do you think about the new Avengers movie coming up, Doomsday? And he will be telling you something about Harry Potter, or be telling you something about Aquaman, or be telling you something about Lion King. That's the kind of coach that he is. You already can guess. Your guess is as good as mine who that coach that I'm talking about is. Who's the coach that you ask questions about Zamfara and he's telling you a story about Bayelsa? Who's the coach that you ask question about London and he's telling you something about New York? Who's that coach? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, let's go see who that coach is. He said, I'm not Harry Potter. Okay, I don't know what he meant by that, but this is how it is. Manchester United coach Erik ten Hag responded humorously after a 3-0 loss to rivals Liverpool at Old Trafford. I am not Harry Potter. At the post-match press conference, when asked how much of a difference Manuel Ugarte will make once he starts playing, especially given Casemiro's current dip in form, Ten Hag emphasized that Ugarte won't be an instant fit. He said that he is not Harry Potter and explained that Ugarte will need to be gradually integrated into the team. Now, I'm not buying him since so that he follow another preseason. Well, whatever it is, let's hear from the most comical manager in football today. It makes you laugh anyway. So there's something good that he does to the game.
So this is another one. We have to build him in the team, and it will take time. And so it's not like I'm Harry Potter. And that is what you have to acknowledge. And if you see Manuel Ugarte, he didn't play so far in the season, not one match minute. And so, yeah, he need to build his fitness state. And then we have to build him in the team. Sure, he will contribute to our level and he will be an important player, but that will take a couple of weeks, maybe even months, and that I think counts for more players. Also, for instance, Josh Zirkzee, he made big steps the last 3-4 weeks. I'm very pleased with his performance today, but I didn't expect this 4 weeks ago.
Are you not entertained? This coach is a good comic relief. I like the way he entertains us anyway. But let's go to the winning coach. You know, they say to the losers, the tears, and the winners, the spoils. So let's go to the winning coach, Liverpool's manager or Liverpool's coach. We call them coaches. We don't call them managers anymore. And it's not expressed his satisfaction with having Mohamed Salah as part of the team after their impressive win against rivals Manchester United. When asked about Salah's future during the post-match press conference, Lott avoided discussing contract matters, instead focusing on how pleased he is to have Salah as a key player for the team. He also took a moment to credit the entire squad for their effort in securing the victory. Wow, Liverpool have done way more than I thought, but then that's how I said Ange Postecoglou would not do well with Spurs. They will not make the top 4, and they started the season. The first 3 months was manager of the month, and we know how it ended. Well, I'm not saying that Arne will repeat that, but it does look like he might. But Liverpool right now, they are on.
We're really happy with him being one of ours, and he plays really well. So I don't talk about contracts from players, but I can talk for hours about how Mo played today. But are you interested in that? So he was impressive, like the first 2 games as well. But if we talk about an individual, you don't do justice to all the other ones, because I think today you saw a real good team performance, playing out from the back, high press, midfields that keep on running. So of course, all the attention goes out to Mo and to Lucio, but that doesn't do justice to the other 9 and the ones that came in.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sports.
Well, it's time to come to you guys and take a look at all of the things that you guys have been pouring it out there. I love Monday because it seems like there is a compressed energy from the last show on Friday, and everybody wants to have a say on something, and I enjoy it. Okay, I enjoy Mondays a whole lot, guys. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button, and if you're watching this live, do well to click on the like button. It doesn't take anything away from you. Some people think that when you mention the word subscribe, they are so used to paying for subscription, they think that you have to pay us money. No, but if you want to dash us money, you know how to go with it. You have to go with the shorts or the thanks, and we get money from you as a support system. But to subscribe, you don't need to pay money. So please do well to click on the subscribe button. So having said that, let's click on the like button. That one is also free. It doesn't cost anything. Let's go. Ibrahim Abela say ETH comes up and do his thing, his ETH things. Lord Mayor say, I can't hear you, boss. Okay, refresh your system. If you're not hearing me, it's your fault, not my fault. I now have a meter that tells me, that monitors whether my voice is going out or not. We have to grow and settle that. So if you're not hearing me, I know that it's on your end. Ibrahim Abela say, I want to really see and hear what Bobby has to say about this week's is full confidence last Friday, saying it will be a turnaround and sound victory for ETH. I can't wait. 1 o'clock, we are recording the views from the stand. It will be one of the persons that we all will pour it on. Okay, I have a Liverpool fan all the way from the US who also wants to, laugh at him. And then there is China Cheru, the wisdom of China Cheru. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, Abiola say, let me check your end. It's loud and clear. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me says Abiola, thanks. Alafat say, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Ten Hag must stay and finish his contract because he said he's the most successful manager after Pep, so he must prove his success. I agree with you on that one. Lord Mayor say Osimhen jersey number 9 is still there. Lukaku wear number 11. Yes, that's what you say, but to be very honest, they've moved it. Like that's, you have to send the papers to the league, and then the league will rectify it, and then eventually it will change. That's what it meant. So it takes some time for that to happen, but you will see it. They've told him, okay, we're not giving you a shirt anymore. He doesn't have a locker room anymore. I don't know about the car park. I was asking my friend in the Napoli system, and he said they've been told not to say anything to the media, so he can't say anything to me. Sorry, but whenever there is the need, the opportunity to say something, he would, but he doesn't want to say anything that would end up becoming a problem on his side. Ibrahim Abiola says, I was really shocked seeing the ex and current Super Eagles players post on Twitter yesterday. Must Nigerians be the ones consoling him for not being able to move out of Naples? Yeah, it was surprising to me too. The way they wanted to make it look like they are blaming Nigeria, like Nigerians are responsible. I was like, man, why do you guys always want to put Nigerians at the bad end of everything? This is not about us. This is a business transaction. A business transaction that went bad because certain people did not understand the environment where they are doing their business in. And it didn't have an agent that is powerful enough to look at the Napoli board and tell them, this is what my client wants, this is what my player wants. Are you saying that George Mendes will be the manager of Osimhen and Osimhen will not get the club? Obviously, look at the players that moved in this window. You want to tell me that Joao Felix is better than Osimhen? You want to tell me that Raheem Sterling is better than Osimhen? Sancho is better than Osimhen? Let's not even go to Julian Alvarez, a second striker for a club at Man City. A second striker, not the number one striker, a player that they can disperse with for 82 million pounds. A player that was bought for less than 20, not 14 or 17 million that they bought him. And you're telling me that the guy who's African Footballer of the Year, like his CV is so rich, any good agent would sell him. Well, I don't even understand what some people think. Yemi Dana might say, God bless you for the Osimhen breakdown, sir. I almost turned enemy of Nigeria in a group I'm on because I know follow abuse Napoli and the president over his this Osimhen matter. His agent is shitty. That is the fact. the whole blame first off. I mean, Osimhen's got his own, but there are so many bad boys in football that are terrible. Balotelli comes to mind, Eric Cantona comes to mind, Joey Barton comes to mind. What's the guy? The guy that went from Everton, Spurs to Lazio, the England guy, Paul Gascoigne, Duncan Ferguson. There's a lot of players that comes to mind. We talk about bad boys, Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira. We can go on and on and on and on. Even Zidane, Button, and insulting people. But guess what? All of them, because of the kind of agent that they have, always get to move to clubs. Morata doesn't play any football, but he gets to move. Choupo-Moting doesn't play any football, but he gets the right moves. So when you look at this, you look at yourself and you say, what sort of agent is an Osimhen who's that big having? Which other players? Okay, let's even leave Osimhen out of the conversation. Roberto Calenda. Which other players are under his management? Which other players that he's managing? That because when you, let's be very honest here, there are people that you will walk into their office, your body will automatically bend down and start greeting them. Not because you are very humble. It is the aura of their office and their personality that makes you. I've seen people who would insult me to hell on Twitter. They'll meet me in the stadium and they can't even look me in the eye. Right? It is the aura that your personality brings. And if you want to manage a player who's got this high profile, you also need to match them up. In the words of Magic Johnson, he said that when he started growing in the game of basketball as a Lakers player, the owner of Lakers called him and said, you're no longer in that level. You're still rolling with your schoolmates, your college mates. Right now, you're not there anymore. You need to change your lawyers. You need to change your managers. You need to change your agent. You need to change your business manager so that you would fit the numbers, because you are rolling with people who've not seen $10,000 in their life. Now you're running in millions of dollars. You can't, these guys can't plan business with you because people have not seen $10,000. How are you to sit down and plan business of $10 million? They will think of how to steal from you, and they would be comfortable with knowing that, oh man, they are rolling with the big guy. You want to be able to be with people who are bigger than you. People can tell you, hey my friend, shut up. People who you will be afraid to do something because whatever you do not only rub off on you but rub off on them. And Calenda is not that guy. I'm sorry. I'm not shitting on him, but a Nigerian player is involved and we've got to call it what it is. Roberto Calenda is not that guy. You need an agent who can tell you, my friend, you know that thing our father, the old school, the people of my generation, when your father say that thing, when you become your father's friend, you know there's problem. It's not a friendly thing. No. When your father say my friend, when you hear that word, my friend, still there. After you don't hear my friend, there. Whatever happened thereafter is like in the army. Freedom of speech is guaranteed. Freedom after speech. Freedom of what you do before my friend is guaranteed. Freedom after they call my friend and you still they do them. Whatever you see, you take. Okay, so Bode Adetunji say, why did Napoli frustrate Al Ali's negotiation? They accepted a deal and came around in 2 hours to demand more money. Is that how a deal is done? Well. Is that strange in football? No. If I say where I can make more money, I can. But that's not the root of the problem. And, this is surface. Since this transfer, first off, I was one who predicted here that I can bet my life that Osimhen not go move for the window. And people was like, what are you saying? I said it with my full chest. Osimhen not go move for the window. And when I said it, I knew how football is done. I've been in the business. You do not insult people with mafia tendencies and get away with it. History is always a greater. And I've always said here that my greatest CV is not that I studied mechanical engineering. I came out with 2-1 from Uniport. Nah. Or I did a master's in human psychology. Nah. My greatest CV is one, I'm a worry boy. That's my street smartness. But my second one is that I studied pattern. Anybody who mastered the act of studying pattern will be wise in life. You would notice before this. I'm like, you see the future. No, I don't see the future. I study pattern, and pattern can always tell you where things are going. The people where they announce weather forecast, what do you say that they do? They study pattern, the way the wind is moving, the way the wind is blowing at this point. They know that if he got momentum reach this place, rain go fall. or storm go day, tsunami go day. That's what pattern is all about. The most successful people in life studied pattern. So Maradona is one of the greatest player. It's not one of, it's the all-time greatest player to play for Napoli. He was banned for years from entering Napoli. Ask yourself why. So this is a club and it's a city that have a tradition of loving you with just the same energy as they hate you. This is the country where, if we are to believe the Bible, which I am starting to doubt, where Jesus was killed. How did they do it? They shouted, the way they were shouting, Victor Osimhen in the stadium. That's how they shouted on Easter Friday. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Blessed is he who came in the name of the Lord. These same people, group of people, shouted, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. In the DNA of Italians is love and hate you with the same emotion. No changing. No bending. I always tell my friend, my former teammate, Daniel, I say, you know that you guys are worse than terrorists. I'm like, what do you mean? You guys can love somebody that the person will forget his name. You guys can also hate somebody that the person would agree that they deserve to be hated. Yes, now that's why Jesus went to the cross and said, Father, forgive them for they don't know what they are doing. They hated him so much he felt like he was guilty through truth. It's not their fault, right? So my point with all this illustration is that when you live a life, if I'm going to, let's say, there was a time a governor called me for appointment, like they want to give me an appointment, and I gave my conditions. I knew they were not going to meet them, but I was telling my friend and my wife then that if they meet all these conditions, you know, I'll have to take this job. It means that I'm going to start eating in the devil's house. But I will try as much as possible to destroy my image to the point where I am beyond redemption. And we're laughing, but fortunately for me and unfortunately for them, they didn't meet the conditions, so I didn't take the job. But I'm just giving you that. When you choose to wine with the devil, you should master every tricks of the devil. One slip up is what the devil needs to kill you. And that's exactly what happened with the Osimhen case. I was telling my friend Larry that on a good day, I can shoot a movie of this Osimhen drama. And the storyline will be very beautiful because last year June, where all of them they shout racism, coconut head, racism. I said on Twitter, you guys were tearing me apart. I said, this is the moment where Osimhen's career will suffer. It's like, hey, shut up. Who are you? What do you know? He will win African Ball of the Year. He's a bad. He went to Nations Cup. We won silver. People are like, oh, that's okay. What would they? Now there would they. So we are there now. Drunken man talk something. Not because he lie. Now what did they in mind to talk before? Ugogoro just losing his tongue. But let's keep it going. I don't allow your day to say no one hates Osimhen. He just isn't smart enough to understand the business side of football. He should have taken a pay cut to restart his career at Chelsea or move elsewhere before he became it. Bode Adetunji said, could we discuss the genesis of the face-off between Napoli and Osimhen? Osimhen is hot. Who they hurt him? Who hurt him? He hurt himself. I hate it when people make it look like Osimhen is a saint in this conversation. Shut up, Osimhen. You're not a saint. I'm a Nigerian, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You see how this one are trying to pet these boys. Nike, I want to destroy Super Eagles. This petting, what would they do so? Nikes. You know, one day I was sitting with one old senior journalist from the 80s, and he said, I'm disappointed in your generation. I said, why? He said, because in our generation, we put the Super Eagles players on their toes. But you people want to do podcasts, you people want to embrace them, you people want to be in their good book. So for that reason, you're afraid to really call them out. I said, well, you're right. Because when somebody talk truth, and you know say the truth supersede your own truth, your answer, I say, sir, you are right. As a senior man that I respect in the industry, I say, sir, you are right. This one I cannot argue it. It is true. It is true. So when we talk about Osimhen, everything here that's happened here is Osimhen's fault, 100%. But the stupidest person among the whole plate is his agent. Because listen, it's Osimhen's business to be a good boy and a bad boy all combined. But at the same time, it is his agent to mix it up. Good measures, press that, shaking together, running over, and turn it into a product that is sellable. Then his front man is a bad boy. Michael Jordan is the baddest of all bad boys, but the people around him made sure it's good. Michael Jordan is the most bitter human being, most hateful human being, most scornful, most disdained human being. If you meet anybody around him, but guess what? The business people around him make sure they change that. Okay, and that narrative that they put around him made him a hero. You can turn a villain into a hero if you put the right people around him. I always say that. All it takes is messaging. America is the worst country in the world, but the messaging machine around America makes them the best country in the world. America is not the most populated country in the world, but they have the most homeless people in the world. They have the most incarcerated people in the world. They have the worst type of food in the world. But guess what? If you listen to the narrative about America, I think America is where God is residing. This rapture that they talk, so you're saying America, one rapture go. You understand? It's about messaging. It's about brand management. Osimhen did not have the people managing his brand, and it's a lesson that every other footballer coming up in Nigeria should learn. I know that nobody actually come out from Nigeria now believe that they should be that big, because again, if you don't prepare yourself for a certain degree, height of success, you don't know how to manage yourself there. You don't. So, like I was talking in the WhatsApp group where you have all this bank, Tony Libelu is there, what's it called? Tedola is there, Jimov, all these big guys, Alibaba is there, Dangote is there. And I said something. I said, we're talking about this Osimhen, blah, 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 blah. And they said, no, you don't know something like the Angel. And I asked one of the guys, bros, would you put a secondary school or primary school leaver to manage UBA? He said, no. I said, why would Osimhen have an agent that is an upcoming agent at this level? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Osimhen cannot be your prime athlete, and then you not get another person. You know they negotiate deal regularly. You want to a 100 million plus deal. How you want to negotiate them? You don't see that money for your eye before. You don't manage them before. George Mendes buy island dash Cristiano Ronaldo. That's how big. He bought a Greek island and used and give Cristiano Ronaldo as birthday gift. That's how big. He bought him a Bugatti Veyron. Roberto Calenda still they run. They go grocery shop. They go buy bread and milk and yogurt for Osimhen. You see the difference in the two. When Zlatan Ibrahimovic moved to Juventus, he said one of his dreams is to drive the Ferrari Countach. Ferrari, go read the history, made only 399 of that car, and they've all sold that. And if you know Ferrari cannot be pushed around. Zlatan say he won the car. If not, you not go play ball. the owner of Juventus have won. And he said, I can't give you my car because I already promised it to my son. Mino, God bless his soul, the late Mino Raiola, as nasty as he can be, went to the Sultan of Brunei and told him, I know you have 2 Ferrari Countach. I need to buy one of it. Whatever the price, name your price. But if you can gift it to my player, I promise you he would come to your palace with XYZ players 4 times in the next 4 years. And they struck a deal and they shipped a Ferrari Countach to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's an agent. That's an agent, boss agent. Pinizavi sold Yakuba Egbeni to the Premier League, told them that this is a guy who's a nightmare to any defense in the world. That's a super agent. There's a reason why they call them super agent. When you grow to a certain level, you need a super agent. Or Sazo Dewage one time had a mushroom agent. He drove a car from Abuja to Lagos to try to sign a deal. West Bromwich Albion to QPR, the law gate against them. That's where you have the bad agent. It's a long conversation. We're going to continue to talk about it. And the conversation will continue. Okay, Yemi Dana might say, imagine if George Mendes was Victor's agent. There is no freaking way Victor would be in a top flight team in Europe by now. Exactly. In fact, it would not have gotten this messy and dramatic. One of 2. Okay, Ibrahim Abela says we have seen how England fans and media got about Greenwood, Sancho and the likes, and we didn't hear anyone saying they are bad-mouthing them or they are sad, blah 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 blah. Yes, and 2. Let me know my guys. I also still stand on the IG Live matter too. it was one of the factors that brought his transfer deadline to Victor. Man needs to learn how to be professional in the next chapter of his career. I agree with you, my beautiful, adorable, and loving sister. Thank you very much. The weather in the UK today will not affect you. You would have a sunshine day and a very happy one. But there, Adetunji say Napoli gave a deal, and that is not a basis to disrespect Osimhen for any reason. Napoli decided to offend him, to destabilize him, or what? Okay, who offended who first? You need to itemize these things in their chronological order, ascending or descending, so we know who offend who. I operate by 3 laws, but of those 3 laws, the third one is the key one. The laws of motion says that rule number 1 said everything will remain in the same state, I mean state of inertia or state of constant, unless external forces apply. That's not a big deal. That's a common sense thing that everybody knows. Everything will remain in a straight line until it is acted upon. The second law, right? But the third law of motion is the greatest law ever written. If you master that law, you will master life. That law says that to every action there is an equal or opposite reaction. You know what I love about that law? As a worry boy, I saw that happen every day. So in other words, if you slap me, I slap you back. That's equal. You slap me, I slap you, is equal. You me, I turn you, no problem. That's equal. But the opposite means if you slap me and I get government, I can shoot you. That's the opposite. Yeah. So if you master that law, it will guard your actions and your inactions, your utterances and your behavior and everything that you do. Maybe because I'm a science student and I'm a very, very curious and inquisitive human being, I have lived by that law all my life. And people say, boy, if you're a troublemaker, yes, I only define trouble where I know I go win. Like I always say to people, I have never started a fight once in my life. Yeah. But I will never run away from a fight because I do not believe that anybody has exclusive right to madness. You should be scared if you do me something and I keep quiet. Just know that your empire is about to crumble. And like, I do not understand the principle of forgiveness. And then they hide them. This the thing about S-organized is I'm not going to reach the place where I call the pretend so that people will like me. I don't need people liking me. I keep saying it. But this is my truth. You don't like it, move on. People still serve devil. So I'm not that bad yet. People still love Adolf Hitler. I'm not that bad yet. So people still join Ku Klux Klan. People still join Illuminati. So I'm not that bad yet. But the fact is, this is who I am. And I make it clear to you. So I'm not going to come here and look for your trouble. But when you look for my own, if I react immediately, you are safe. If I keep quiet, brother man, go and call your pastors or call your babalawo. It's about to go down. Shit, it's about to go down. Well, let's move on. Motivational thought. I like your channel name. It says, so why didn't Osimhen accept the loan deal? He would still have earned the same salary. The only difference, it will be split 50-50 between Chelsea and Napoli. Well, that wasn't really the deal that Chelsea brought on the table. Let's call it spade a spade. Chelsea did bring that deal on the table. You know, sometimes in my head, in my conspicuous cupboard, in this my back of my head, I think that this is me. I'm just thinking Aurelio De Laurentiis billionaires are on a different level. Called Bolly say, look, we're not going to sell him. We want to fuck this boy up, okay? But just pretend like you're bidding, and then because of his pride and his ego, put a salary offer that we know he would never accept because he's stupid. And then call the Saudi Arabian guys and say, you know what? Put in a bid. We're definitely not going to accept. We're definitely not going to have a deal going. Because if you look at it, every deal had an impediment. In Chelsea deal, Chelsea was willing to pay what Napoli wanted, or Napoli were willing to accept what Chelsea was offering, but Chelsea were offering £63,000 a week. Is that not an insult to somebody who's earning 253,000? Come on, let's be very honest here, right? Not even 100, not even 150,000. Somebody who's earning 11 million net, 12 point something million gross, right? Now you're not offering him 3.5 or 4 million euros net. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's a deal that you don't want to do. You're just getting yourself in the news, knowing that you're never going to do that. Because if you prioritize Osimhen, you're letting Lukaku go, you'll not bring in Joao Felix. You will go for Osimhen first, then Joao Felix will become backup. But then Joao Felix have an agent called George Mendes. That guy is so powerful. You want to be in his good book. That's why you also kick off for Morodon and be in the good book of George Felix, George Mendes, so that tomorrow you can do business with him. You can need him for help tomorrow. You can need him for branding. You can need him for sponsorship, and it will turn up for you. You're seeing the elements, the moving parts now. It's bigger than what you guys think. Okay. Well, I say, Uncle E, so far with what you have seen of Liverpool, is there a serious title race in them? So yesterday, my most impressive player, and a lot of people don't see him, he's not the one that won the man of the match, is Gravenberch. The way he tracked back. First off, it was the guy who muddied that midfield, because I think Eric Ten Hag's strategy was, let's take the midfield from them, let's make sure they don't get the ball and distribute as much as they can to the wide areas that will make them punish us. But Gravenberch sure that it was a pit bull released in the middle of that midfield, and nobody was able to even find a breathing space. It's like the guy was like on drug. And you see, when you have that kind of player, it's like when they have Wijnaldum some time ago, when Chelsea had N'Golo Kante. The thing is, he shouldn't get injured. My problem with Chelsea is with Liverpool right now is that they have a fantastic starting 11 in defense and in midfield. In attack, they have bodies to spare. I mean, Kodigaku is to sit on the bench and all that. But a major injury to two players, and this team will go down to what Arsenal was like 2 seasons ago. So I'm just going to observe them. Tottenham Hotspur did more than this in the first 3 months of last season. By the end of the day, when injury happened to James Madison and the Brazilian with the white hair, they were not the same again. They went from up here to down here. So I think that the lack of bodies is, for me, the problem with Liverpool. But what Arne Slot have done, and I'm going to give him credit for, plenty of applause for, is the fact that he's made Liverpool work less but be more efficient. So they don't run, they don't get pressed so much. They can sit back and observe you. They are studious in the game. They watch you. They know, okay, like chess game. I know what this guy is going to do. If the ball go here, I know what. It's like the coach takes a lot of time explaining the opposition team and their strategy to them. So he is a brilliant coach on that. When you watch Liverpool play, you can see the brilliance. One of the things that Arsenal lacked in the Arsene Wenger era that I was always complaining about, that Arsenal is playing the same system for every opposition. There is no, Arsene Wenger does not take time to study the opposition, because when you see Arsenal losing to teams like Stoke City, Bolton Wanderers, Leeds United, Wolverhampton Wanderers at the time, you could tell that these defeats are avoidable. But he's banking on the excellence of his players, which are quality players, and then playing that genius game. But no, in Slot's team, you could see that, he has told his players, now like this, these people go play. Now like this, they go play. This is how they will come at you. Okay? This is how I need you guys to raise the standard against them, like it is written in the Bible. The enemy will come like a mighty wind, but the Spirit of the Lord will raise the standard against them, right? So this is how I want you guys to position yourself. You see this move, this is the counterfoil. You see this move, this is the counterfoil. You see this move, this is the counterfoil, just like Pep Guardiola. So he shows them all of the strength, but he also shows them the weakness of every of those moves. So if you look at Liverpool in the 3 games that they played, every goal they scored have come from the opposition trying to go score Liverpool. Breakaway, go and score. Breakaway, go and score. Meaning that they knew where this team have a chink in their armor, and they exploited those chink in their armor. Once they are done, they sit back again and watch you make a fool of yourself, because you're still going to follow those rabbit rule, Messi rule, and they know where to trap you. Okay, so this is clear coaching. This is not some lucky moves. But the problem is the size of the squad. Injury might not derail it. If they don't have injuries, Liverpool are in the title race. They are in the shindig. Yeah. Motivational talk. Say Osimhen's agent said he was too big to go on loan. Meanwhile, Lukaku has been on loan for 3 years. So what's the arrogance all about? Some Nigerians said Lukaku is not African Footballer of the Year. I cannot compare Lukaku with Osimhen. Lukaku have been to 2 World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, and scored more goals, has won the same Italian Serie A, has done everything. But hey, they say Osimhen is bigger than him. What it concern me? I don't know what you say, but Osimhen, he wasn't needed at Napoli. Why not compromise to leave the club early before it became last minute? Even Conte demanded for a striker. Hopefully, wasted there. Okay, Ibrahim Abiola said, I think our players are being deceived by how we Nigerian fans hail them. This makes them feel they have arrived, not minding what their values was in the eyes of other fans around the globe. Right? Lord Mayor say, even if Osimhen no play for Napoli, January he go move. Now so most of them talk say he go move this summer. And so this, you see this thing, this is the arrogance I'm talking about. After all, Jadon Sancho no play for 6 months. He moved to Dortmund and almost won the Champions League with them. Nice idea. But the difference between Jadon Sancho and Osimhen is Jadon Sancho have a great agent. His agent, what's his name? The guy is the same agent with Bukayo Saka. He's a Nigerian guy, Obasi. Obasi knows his onion in the game. He knows his moves. He knows his route. You use as boy, your driver, as your agent. You say you don't want to. Not be who go fit enter other club, go sit down with them, tell them say, I will do this for you if you do this for me. Not be that they sign deal. You don't know Man United signed Baby for 7.2 million. You don't know the story. To avoid drug issue, you don't forget. Mona they use on functional examples to the work. You were told on the 19th of June that you're not needed, that you are personal non grata. 19th of June. July came, August came, 2 months plus, you couldn't find a club for yourself. Raheem Sterling was told 2 weeks. He had a great preseason. He was hopeful that he was going to start the season. First day of the season, he was told, you are not needed in this team. You're not the type of winger that I need. Within that 2 weeks, he was able to get a club. Jadon Sancho was told last minute. They started the deep preseason, was okay. Told last minute that you're not needed, you're not going to be part of this team. We don't need you. He was able to get a club. Go to Chelsea. That also did not need Raheem Sterling. Oh. Okay now. Okay. Even Casemiro that was told from FA Cup finals that you're no longer needed. He hold his ground and he's still playing. This Jadon Sancho will talk, so they're not remove his squad number. They're not deregister him. Have you seen Napoli's squad for the season? Osimhen is not registered, so there's not a case of one thing will happen. And there's this argument that what if he was injured in August and the injury is going to take 6 months, like Julian Timbers? You see, in that space, he doesn't lose the goodwill. Now, let me tell you some of the things that could happen between now and January. I will not be surprised. Let me read something for you guys so that you understand what I am saying. And this is coming from a Napoli fan. This is just one of many. I can't spend the show now reading this thing. So this was posted. I was reading comments on Napoli's page. Napoli in Italy, not their Nigerian page. And this particular response from a Napolitanian to an angry comment from a Nigerian caught my attention. A comment from a Napoli fan on their official Facebook page, Marcello Ceneri. It's an Italian. This is what he said. He said the center forward of our third Scudetto, but also a spoiled kid, ready to spring like a spring onto the pitch at the first provocation, to argue with his teammates and coach. The center forward of our third Scudetto, but also an impetuous footballer who does not always know how to govern the extraordinary qualities that Mother Nature has given him. And for this reason is subject to traumas and injuries, even serious ones. The center forward of our third Scudetto, that's Osimhen, but also a difficult character to keep in check off the pitch, from trips to Africa with the consequences we know about, to evenings out in the clubs, from photos in blue deleted from official social media. In case you don't know, photos in blue is the photos of the club. Okay, it's social media, to reckless reactions to intrusive affection of the fans, and then calendar, that's the agent. Now this is not me speaking, and then December 2023, look at this very carefully, and that renewal that filled your pocket with money and your agent's mouth with nice words. African Ballon d'Or, respect is needed. He still has a lot to win in Europe, so much to win that in 8 months you were unable to bring any offer to Orelo's table that was even remotely close to the 130 million clause, and you signed. You signed that clause. You accepted it along with the 10 million per year you thought together with your agent that you could put the president with his back against the wall in the final hours of the transfer window. Try again, you'll be luckier. You are left with Saudi Arabia, which is not Europe. You are left with the grandstand in Conte's Napoli. You still have the chance to continue to grow as a man more than as a footballer, and learn. You do to show respect to the people who loved you, to a square that has forgiven you so much, to a club that believed in you, to a team that taught you to play football. Goodbye, Victor, the center forward of our third Scudetto. We will miss the footballer, perhaps the man we don't. That's from me. That's from the club where he plays. Okay, I just need you guys together. And thanks to Timothy Dembo, an official release from the NFF AFCON qualifying match 1 and 2, Nigeria versus Benin Republic, September 7th, 2024, and Rwanda versus Nigeria, 10th September 2024. Letter of invitation, Coach Daniel Ogumodidi. On behalf of the Nigerian Football Federation, we present our compliments and hereby request for the release of Coach Daniel Ogumodidi to assist the Super Eagles head coach Austin Iguavon at the above name upcoming 2025 AFCON qualifying against Benin Republic and Rwanda, which are scheduled to hold on Saturday the 7th and Tuesday the 10th of September 2024 in Uyo, Nigeria, and Kigali, Rwanda, respectively. Kindly note that coach is expected to arrive at the team camp 4 Point by Hotel Ecotech Benin on Monday the 2nd of September 2024. We sincerely thank you for your anticipated cooperation and assistance always. Now why this NPFL is the head international competition who wrote this one for the general secretary. NPFL is my guy. I'll talk to him later. Why this is good, Daniel Ogumodidi might be free, but they have a match next weekend if probably the league will postpone those matches now based on the qualifier. So if they don't postpone it, what about the Rangers team that are just drawn again and are preparing for continental games? What's going to happen? They're going to leave their coach. Their coach is going to go. They just draw a game. It's going to let... Well, from what I heard last night was that Iguavon went to Europe to go try to get some European guys to come help him as assistant. And they told him to his face, Oga, we know we'll work with you na NFF. Na NFF, and I don't know what they do. It's a long conversation. It's a different conversation. But I just thought I should mention that to you guys. Having said that, let's put on... Quantum Leap TV, it's been a while. I say blessed morning, my brother. Happy new month. You're blessed. Okay. And if you what's the update on Victor Osimhen and Managerial coach saga, I just read that one for you now. Everyone says since everyone is talking Osimhen games over the weekend, I'll say it that what's happening to Osimhen is beyond what we all are saying in the surface. If you want to know, go. Okay, I don't know. It said, let me says, ETH, they too poor for him statics. Man, you need a coach. I think you wanted to say tactics anyway. But then I told you say Osimhen's comment, disrespecting Finidi is terrible, and I expected him to have apologized for such shameful behavior. Well, Osimhen, a god, they apologize. That's the Zeus now of Nigeria for Zeus. Now if you need insult, he insult you, he insult me, insult all of us. All of us he insult. Okay, say not go better for all of us. Now it better for others. So Ibrahim Abiola says we all forgot what he did concerning the national team coach. Are we being blind that the world aren't seeing everything done in the media? We forgot that even that rant can have negative impact. No, people they pretend say that it's not possible. Now Nigeria, if you need it, if you need is a nobody. If you need it, not be big deal. But the other thing you say is, brother, please just change the church and do not stop going to church or reading the scripture. I read scripture, I don't go to church. There's no need of changing church. I'm not going to church. There's no church in Nigeria that is good. Olafat says it's very sad that Arsenal are not battling Man City, but bad officiating in 3 games, 5 bad calls have been put. Arsenal and the season is just starting. Spirit and Life channel, it's been a while. Where have you been? He said, what do you think about Osimhen's situation and his call up to the Super Eagles despite his refusal to apologize? Well, I don't know. The NFF can do anything. The NFF is the NFF. It's not. I don't expect standard from the NFF. They just invited coach of 2 clubs that are playing, competitive football to come and with immediate effect. I don't understand. Okay, I'm not sure in that letter they enclose your flight ticket and your whatever have been included. If you want me to do you a favor, entice me when you understand? I don't like summons, like it's a summons. You have been summoned before the gods. That the job, Super Eagles job, my job, we see the job of the good job that you go and you come back and you feel insulted and disrespected. Everybody say, until we know and understand the difference between critical thinking and emotional thinking, we'll know that nobody is against Victor Osimhen. Rather, him and his circle are the weapon that's fashioning against Victor Osimhen. And Teacher Lavoma, the reason why we are having this show today is this man. Thank you very much. He said, what a weekend. Everybody say, meanwhile, Nicholas Jackson scored again yesterday. Are you talking to Mikel Obi? Come out playing. Come out with your chest and talk to who you talk to. Don't they pretend. You talk to somebody, you talk well. Don't be funny like you are talking but you are not talking. I don't like that kind of behavior. Okay? Okay. I don't like your Deji says I go read every message today. Like maybe 2 hours. I go read every message. That's for sure. I don't like your Deji say Erik ten Hag and Sean Dyche are the leading managers to get sacked early this season. If you sack Sean Dyche, who you will employ? Everything problem is not Sean Dyche. So they didn't give him money to sign players. They didn't sign the players they need. I'm not sure they will sack Sean Dyche, but Erik ten Hag, if they don't sack him, he will do the work. What truly is Man United's problem? ETH or individual errors from players? ETH is part of the problem. Okay, let me even give you one. Just when Garnacho was the man playing well, Rashford is not playing at all. You want to bring in a player, you remove Garnacho. An impact player. Why not say Garnacho, go to the Rashford side and you go that way and the Rashford come aside? And you'll be like, I'm not saying that they would have equalized or won the game, but at least the whole thing will change. And then the timing of the change is substitution as well. And I want to say, I don't like the fact that Haaland is making our dearly beloved EPL a farmers league. Namso Imanga is Ten Hag. Ibrahim Abdullah said, just as we were still, we should not be surprised if Labadia deal no go through. Then boom, another bombshell of him not accepting the deal yet before announcement, and NFF coming up with stories. When I tell them I say NFF nothing play foreign coach, some people say I don't know what they talk. Say why am I saying like that? Nigeria is rich, we have money. We are broke. I've been saying this for years. NFF no, and then we have the worst ever NFF president. I'm sorry to say, but I will say it. This guy cannot pull a string that will make people where they sell noodles, Henry Moro to say, I hereby present myself to supply bully and fish and turkey to the Super Eagles for free. He not get that kind of string. I'm bad, but at least he was able to raise money from anywhere to do the things when he do. This one was, I would be very, very surprised if Nigeria beat Benin Republic. I would be surprised. If we beat Benin Republic for you, I would be surprised. Draw or defeat would not surprise me. We could see. We will see eventually. Where did I stop? Okay. Ibrahim Bella say the sacking countdown don't begun already. Aaron Morris said them say Leverkusen Kusibaye for Leipzig and Arsenal gone no grey cock as Rice way them cook no done. Rice was stupid. People complain that was bad official. Rice was stupid. And again, that's another part of human nature that I don't like. You will leave the person. You're on a yellow card in the rules of the game, in the psychology of the game. Once you're on a yellow card, you avoid anything confrontation. When they are chatting, you go away from the scene. You don't want to be involved, especially when you're key to your team. If Rice had not gone out, I don't know how the result would have been, but it just put us now under unnecessary pressure. And when Arsenal goalkeeper decided that this season I'm going to make the saves of my life, that happened. And then when Man City also decided that this season we're going to start from the beginning, we're not going to wait till that November. We're going to start from the beginning and start doing it. You're going to go through a point. If the season ends, Arsenal lose the title by 2 points. know that it's Declan Rice that caused it. It's not the referee. There's been bad refereeing where somebody put his hand to Arsenal player neck, or when they hold the that guy behave like gay who the yash of Gabriel Jesus. But hey, Arsenal Declan Rice kicked that ball away. And it's not too far, but kick him away. That's a yellow card offense. It's a new rule. If you obstruct the restart of a game, but somebody else did it in the first half and they didn't do anything. That's just my only problem. So there should be consistency. But that doesn't not mean somebody thief here, they not catch. You say okay, because when they can't catch another thief, you say why they go catch this one? No, that's not still thief. I'm an Arsenal fan, love the club to the very death, but that thing was a yellow card offense, and the Declan was stupid, as far as I'm concerned. Mohammed Kora, my brother from Gambia, I say kudos from Gambia, love you. You say we united, we'll bounce back, job in progress. Okay, let's bring shovel and digger. You guys do the job, construction work, so that very soon you bounce back. Because right now there's no bouncing castle for you people. And this is another say Liverpool is hot and on hope and on. Hope they don't come quick. Jesus Christ. This is like you be man of God now. They should last long because Man City are Man City are not performed. Boss, you the man of God. The man of God, they talk like this. You want to spoil like me and Amakashabi. All of us, Enzo Maresca is a one-way manager. Yesterday, Glasner saw the space and fast football of Chelsea and started playing slow and boring football. Maresca ball couldn't handle that style and fold. Analyst of life. Analyst. Hey, they say Jackson scored that chance when he inside net. Now this story no good day. I don't like how they say the art of defending is dead. Not to take anything from an incredible finisher Haaland is, but how has he scored 8 hat-tricks in less than 80 games compared to Shearer, Aguero, and other Premier League greats, even Thierry Henry? Ekene, the same that they play ball now, ball playing players, and they need now. Everybody they play, no, they defend again. Ekene says, I as a UK, my brother. He said, good morning, good morning to you. I don't understand what Bobby said last Friday that Liverpool FC had only beaten Man United twice since post Ferguson. No mind now, it was high. I know he knows how to escape way Bobby the way. Small Igbo the inside. That Bobby so Bobby have the Hiva Kwale Igbo. We go do another. I go ask him again today. They go pour for everybody. Ibrahim Abiola say this feels like Liverpool is the dark horse in the title race. Now so Spurs be dark horse last season at the beginning. Let's wait. I'll have to say Fabrizio tweet about saying the Osimhen issue with Napoli started last year, that he disrespected the club, like you said on 54 Football X. Maybe as Fabrizio I talk now, people will believe him, because when I talk, some people come my DM after that X, come they say, bros, no, now you were too blunt. Now since Fabrizio talk so, they go believe. Because when I have to talk, what do you know? Somebody even tell me, say, what do you know? Why you sounding like you are there in Italy? You're just cooking up stories. I say, well, I don't talk my own. If the years I spent in football and the people that I know, I don't feel get my mouth to talk authority, I don't know. At least as Fabrizio don't talk, so people go see the seriousness. The problem not be this transfer window now. This problem, when I tell you the problem I hear, I'm saying I don't really the football one I thought so, I don't know. This move. You say when you're dealing with mafias, it's different. This move is different. I asked one guy when they talk about this, I said, why did they kill Muammar Gaddafi? He said because he was in Southern America and he supported terrorism. I say, you get sense. Muammar Gaddafi wanted to disconnect Africa from the West. That's why they killed him. That's why France, Germany, England, and America signed off, and Obama and Hillary Clinton signed off on the killing of the man. But you guys don't understand. They say they support terrorism. See Libya now. Say Libya is better now. Now, mafia moves. One at the read book. That's what I would say. Study life where you understand. This Osimhen is a victim of grand stupidity. Like grand stupidity. He cooked the food, put poison in shopper. Food where he cook. Only you know say put poison. You don't watch all those Nigerian movies where person put poison in cut tester. All those skits. That's what Osimhen did. They blame other people. Olafat says, okay, no. Raji Moshudu say, what's your take on NFF appointing Ijabol and Fidelis as assistant to Iguavon coming Super Eagles game? Did Iguavon call them? Not be Iguavon supposed to call the assistant. Now Iguavon I call them. Why is it the NFF? All of us say, boss, don't let us talk about Judge Mendes. That guy is on Saudi payroll, shipping players to Saudi to strengthen the financial crisis of Portuguese clubs, and that's a super agent. I want to say, but if we look critically at United, ETH is not to blame. In 2 seasons, he's won 2 trophies. ETH is a great coach. You know, say he be wisher, and can help United just keep backing the coach. Arsenal did same. United can do it. This guy, if you're not going, we should buy Lanyakovo. Ekene Ekonife says anyone that's blaming the Napoli president problem should understand that it is business and needs to make his money anyway, but Osimhen agent just doesn't know his onion. Thank you very much. That's what I said, bros. I have always appreciated your position on the Victor Osimhen situation. I felt bad seeing that post from Odium. I asked when Victor Osimhen was banished by Napoli, didn't they see how Nigerians were on his case? No mind them. I saw them for the very first time they do eye service, and it's not good for small picking. It's not good. He said, no, you don't kick him out when he's done. I said, when he kick Finidi, when Finidi did down. Did you write anything? That's it, brother. And show him plenty love, dragging the Napoli media, and now his management incompetent could not make his move come true. And suddenly, it's Nigerians' fault. I don't like your day. You say, even Lukaku's agent is doing wonders for him. Don't forget, Lukaku messed up his transfer deal in Italy. Yes, Sam Lukaku went on TV and insulted Chelsea. But his agent have that have created a situation where he is wanted. Chelsea declared him personal. We don't want you back. He said, no problem. He went to Inter, went to Roma, now at Napoli. That's what an agent does. You feel shit for body, agent go convert that to fashion, to design. That's an agent. That's an agent job is to mop up after you, not to be your errand boy. An agent will make your side of Zlatan Ibrahimovic was rubbish when he left Barcelona. But Mino Raiola spin the story and made Pep Guardiola look like the bad guy. Now, nobody saw that Pep Guardiola eventually, if he didn't make that move, Messi will not be the Messi that we know today. Barcelona will not be the Barcelona we know them to be today. Maybe it would have gone a different way. But no, Mino Raiola spin the story in such a way that Pep Guardiola became hated for years. That's what an agent does. A good agent will make things happen and then spin the story and make you look like a saint. I mean, does it not surprise you that Zlatan will know which Champions League? Now they do Champions League film. It not surprise you because that's the kind of brand that Mino Raiola have created. You can be a bad boy and still be a loved bad boy. And being a bad boy in sports or in public is not the problem. Now had to move the board on the chessboard, the pieces on the chessboard. Now matter. Yeah, go get a upcoming agent. That's why I say and showed him plenty love, dragging enough. Blah 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 blah. No, I think we'll pass that. Now, even Lukaku's agent is doing wonders for him. Don't forget, Lukaku messed up his transfer deal in Italy. Over 400 million spent on him for transfer. Osimhen needs to fire that agent ASAP. Ekene Ekonife says, I don't think Osimhen understands that he is a brand, a big that matter. He thinks he's still that street boy in Lagos. He needs to grow his brand. He don't know. He forget. He said it same without Olusegun somebody. Olafat said, I think Raiola was the agent of Balotelli. Yes, and he always got the best deals for him. But now that he's gone, Balo can't get himself a good deal. That's the point. When you have a master behind you, when you go do rubbish, they go hail you for him. Olafat, thank you very much for that one. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says, very dark man. Go the league Chelsea lineup when Osimhen joined Chelsea. Okay, Obaro Igere says if Osimhen is not careful, he might end his career like Mario Icardi. I feel it will be difficult to get a good club. I wish him the very best. Thanks. Temi says, do you know Osimhen sacked his agent during his move from? Yes, I know. So nobody knows Osimhen more than I do. Nobody. The story of Osimhen, I have a full this wardrobe here, a folder with document every signature, every money, every move. So when I talk about some simple online, the attack was like, we don't even know who negotiated his first deal to Wolfsburg. We don't know how he take go under 17. We don't know anything about this guy. We might just jump up. Some people say they be social media influencer. I just look at because someone send you $200, you don't go insult Omar Katu, but they insult people online. I tell one guy, say if you insult me, I'll find you. See, I will break your teeth. I go give you free admission into Agbero business. If you talk because I go beat you. for this Osimhen matter. If you step past the line where they draw for you, I go beat you well. Osimhen not gonna save you. Because some people need that kind of beating. And I don't even know why they stop. Mafia moves should be part of our life. How the beg government, make government legalize gun inside the line. Shoot people. I don't care. I'll shoot your 2 kneecap. Let me read that again. Tell me, says Elegbete, do you Osimhen sacked his agent during his move from Lille to Napoli? The new agent is Italian, and all Calendar's clients are based in Napoli. Calendar needs to be touchlight. I told a friend that I will not be surprised if Calendar is actually working for Napoli. I was like, why are you saying that? That's okay now. Long run, Italians didn't follow the play. Maybe I even the leak story they give the Napoli people say, now so the boy they do, if they go club or Mona go use video capture. I won't be surprised in the next 5 months. Osimhen go they drive, and I send it on that Twitter space. He go they drive like this. Police go stop and they go see drug or gun for a motor. You never say anything. It's Italian right they follow the play display. Make your agent not behave well, and make Osimhen behave himself. Like religiously go train, work hard, show a side of him. There is a good in Osimhen. More not just put him down. There is good in him. There is that talent, that hardworking footballer, that talented footballer. But you see, Osimhen have a stinking habit, attitude, the character dirty. I'm not talking like that. Shakadimo Sapphire on your character dirty. He character dirty. Remember they pet him like this. Osimhen shit on everybody who's trying to help him. From Ario to Ange that negotiated his deal to Wolfsburg. To everybody, you can't be shitting on everybody and you're expecting goodwill. What do they worry you? They use your brain to fraccara. See, get sense more. Everybody who's done you good become bad. You wake up on Monday, they pay people to insult Oma Katuba. The same Oma, we carry your matter for head. So they wife they would say, you don't get paid for Italy. You get some things where you don't cross certain line, because when you do, the universe might go rise up against you. You know, insult me. I don't lie you. I don't like this, but I'm not gonna wait me insult me first. If you they do that to you, they do that to you. I don't know if it is only me, but Slot has started well, and it's not only coach who have had a good start. Nuno Espirito Santos, Conte, and Ange had it over the last 4 years, but time will tell. For me, I think it's doing well. My only thing is, what if injury come? That's where I have a problem. Temi says, why Chelsea no see coach like Slot? Why we carry championship manager? Temi gave us £5. Thank you so much. I don't tell when somebody dash us money. I can't wonder whether we offend all of them. Like nobody did dash us money, but I also understand the economy not good, so I know they're entitled to our money. But thank you very much, and this is the first time Temi is putting up money for us as a super chat. Thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Everyone, so Temi, thank you. Temi, thank you for gifting us. God bless. That's the class prefect. This guy, they do grill, My friend, so I posted his. Let me show you the story. True story. I posted his grill, his bolly and catfish. I've not seen somebody grill catfish before. So it's either dry catfish or my mom used to fry catfish. You cut it small like that, come fry them. But I've not seen somebody grilled it like this. The other one I seen at that point, I came with put it inside foil. But he grilled it, and I just like it. And then he have this magic sauce. I don't know the secret, and he's not supposed to tell us the secret anyway. He have this magic sauce. So I saw it, and I posted it on my status. And then one woman from the Ministry of Sports, but Abuja she did. I said, Auntie Ikenambora, the other Abuja, you're not going to order this one. Before the shipper come Abuja, unless you go pay for the flight, and this thing, they go put her for box, and then you go pick up for airport, or somebody go pick up for you. But somebody ordered, and the guy sent me a message like, man, that your guy. I like to eat plantain and fish and chicken and turkey. This guy have given me the best. My friend in Port Harcourt, China, she was like, I know that I will do this in Port Harcourt, but the way this guy take arrangement, I never see him. So if you ever want to order, or you want order for somebody, or you don't feel like, make I will order for Edafe, that's the guy. Henry Moore is the guy to talk to. Fantastic guy. Leo, it's been a while. Now you're supposed to give us update from Italy. You just focus on work, forget whether we exist. I don't understand. He said, boss, buongiorno, my brother. I cancel my trip to Europe this October. The flight ticket, it make my heart be cut. So maybe next year March, I'll do Italy. Me and you go see. Exactly what I am about to say, that Napoli just called Chelsea to frustrate him on the last day, just as they do with Koulibaly. Victor Olumuyiwa Adegbashan says, on the Osimhen issue, I'm a very spiritual person. One prophet Boma actually prophesied this. He said Victor should quickly apologize to Coach Finidi because he sees Victor's career going downhill. Well, I don't know if that is that spiritual thing, but when you hurt people that have not done you wrong, whether it's spiritual or not, the universe take note of it. And like when that video happened, this was my position. Victor Osimhen had the right to be angry. How he expresses anger is none of my business because I believe in the third law of motion. If you slap me, I'm supposed to slap you back. If I shoot you, it's part of it. But then there are consequences. If I shoot you too, there's consequence to me shooting you. Now, if Osimhen had come out to say, now misleading media, Nigerians go turn against all journalists, including me. And then Osimhen be said, I reached out to him like, bro, do this thing. That's why I block him. I know if I can't talk to you when you are completely wrong. I now reached out to some of its players. Many Super Eagles players at the time say that one in the year word. I'm not go fit. They told me play that one in the year word. One make I not go talk to them. I not go insult me joy. When I posted the ETH Messi video, current Super Eagles players reached out to me say, the boy go do video insult ETH Messi no. I say if he insult ETH Messi, he not going to Lagos again. ETH Messi na Chris man. He go beat him, eh? He go no say the small pick. He go beat her break leg. That be joke. So man, not everybody go feel so. Finidi is a gentleman. I said, I thought, tell this guy may apologize publicly. The word not go end. I will say, okay, as a data, may don't go like Fast Tribe because that is one of the loved channels right now. May not be like say me I define views. Make it not come. Let me do off my channel. May go like Fast Tribe. Go say, man, I mess up big time. Now mistake. If nothing will cost them anything to fly, not the private jet they use. Fly, go Port Harcourt, go find Finidi. Fly, lie down, making friends, do videos, say, Baba, I mess up, the pressure, the things where they go on, the fact that we come like say we're not going to qualify for the World Cup, many things that happen. That's the way you go spin up. Brother Mark, don't be pride, the ego, it's such a big ego. I pronounce that ego, I've been an ego, I don't know. But you know what I talk. I be the one way Beyonce takes sing. I said, okay, more leave them. Now, me, I not if argue as you talk, say you be spiritual person. I not if argue against that one. Tell me, say, but don't forget, is Balotelli and Zlatan both bad boys, but their story is. Oh, tell me, please chat me on WhatsApp. Make I give you a hug, yeah, because you get sense. You know many things why I for like do that hour in Europe, but I be black man. The story go turn against me. I be black man. So I go like, relax. Now I cannot like one jackpot. I know because I did very volatile. If I go jackpot, they go kill me quick. So I did my country, yeah, I get my right, I get power, I feel do what I want to do. If you fight government, if you fight anybody. I don't think that jackpot. Now where the jackpot so God bless. Now mature though. We are not mature like that too. Now I say, bros. What sense does it make to appoint a coach and also make for him assistant? Is it not ideal to allow the coach pick who he can work with? I feel the NFF is not ready and never ready. Well, we already know that. I don't like they say, Elegbete, you be brand who no go fight first. My brand now, street fighting brand now. Portable not be brand. See this guy. My brand now, street fighting brand who I be like 50 Cent who. 50 cents now they fight. I know they don't get any day where a package given and say I be born again, I be sent. I they fight. If you step out of line with me, I go blow your nose. I go head you, we go fight. No problem. I go popular. What's be that one? Maybe that will give me 1 million subscribers. Osazuwa Maxine, where have you been? And have a place. Where is the guy located? I want to patronize him. Now Lagos or Ikeja. If you chat him up, the grill, Henry Moru, just chat him up. Now he will send you details. He they deliver to anywhere if you do Lagos. And then if you just want deliver, if you want to do surprise to your friends or somebody for Lagos, just tell him he go deliver. Just order and he go deliver. It's good if you test and you go understand. Even if you send to somebody, the person will tell you, but this delivery is good. Some people they order, they send to their friends for their office, like birthday, instead of cake, we go cause jadi and poison. Deliver something that is well grilled and well cooked. All of us say I think Spurs should have won yesterday, but all thanks to Nick Pope. and I shouldn't lie, Tonelli is a baller. Because how did he find Murphy with just a pass to assist Isaac? That pass, that Tonelli boy, they play ball. Remember why they shout, say, Arsenal, go and sign him, go and sign him, go and sign him to support our team. Sometimes. All Jesse says, anyway, back to Osimhen at Napoli, can he double for Don Conte so he gets minute? Not be Conte thing. Now, what you don't understand, when you employ a coach, now the president tell Conte, say, tell the world, say you don't need them. Which coach go come into a team, say, highest goal scorer of the league, you don't need them? Come on, I think I'm now. Now, the president will say, that's as we sign you, so we sign you to come do the actual job, be the bad guy. Okay, I'm the don. I'm not supposed to be coming out to talk now, right? Don't say you don't need that. We'll go give you anybody you need. So okay, I need Lukaku. Don't worry, we will move the mountain. In the I'll take a train. I'll take a boat. I'll take a bike. I will trek. I will run. I will fly to come and get you. They go get Lukaku for her. You just say this thing now. They sit down for house. They speak Italian. They tell us, say, this guy, see what he don't do. He don't rub our nose for shit. We won't fuck him up. Okay? Just go with us. We'll go support you. If you don't lose 7 notes, don't worry. Let's go. Femi says, congrats to our girls for winning on the... Yes, last night. Women first game. Congratulations. So Osimhen do us. Thank you very much, Temi, for being a wonderful person. Osazo Max say, please, Elevator, give me your contact. Chat me on Instagram or Twitter. If I'm not here, everybody go. They will keep me a message. Well, but this is a very good community. I think I can put it here. I trust my people. 80342777165. That's my contact. I trust my community. And for other YouTubers, they want to brag about my community. I say, look, I have the only YouTube channel in the world where people need to fight each other. People need to insult each other. People are very respectful. So Osazoa is down there. 00342777165. Okay, it's down there. Goes for George. Like that name. Why do young players like Osimhen not realize that Finidi and his generation are the coaches ruling Europe now? These ex-pros are all connected, and Finidi is well respected in Europe by his... God bless your father there. Say, this thing where you just talk, so me and Sondo this talk about him extensively. Say, this guy where you they do videos, so now his entire generation, and some people will look up to him, now in the coach now. Which one you want make? You don't know somebody in Holland name Pikin Tijani Babangida, white person. So just tell me how Finidi be. These are people that are respected by their peers. It's not a court. Let me not use the word court, but it's like a court. It's like as you did now. If you go insult Toby, if I will come at you. Because if you think Toby get away with him, he will come to me one day. That's the way it works. If you insult Omar, I'll come at you. When I first find out, okay, Omar not do wrong, I'll come at you. So when they do some things, calculate. Like, what's the consequence of this action? It's what I'm teaching my children. Like the last 6 months, I've been teaching them cause and effect, actions and consequence, choices and consequence. So, because we're preparing them for their cousins that were coming, my sister's children that were coming, and the kind of crowd we're going to have. They've not had to deal with that before. So for like 6 months before they came, I was preparing their mind. And look, you're going to have different kind of people that are raised in different environments, people who speak Pidgin English, and you don't know how to speak Pidgin English. They will not like you for speaking English. You might not like them for speaking English. You have to adapt. You have to adjust. But at the end of the day, my son, my 5-year-old son, they put O for the end of everything. Everything. My son, I hear one word, they make I laugh. He just don't go and baba bololo. He go your boss laugh. I said, don't worry. 6 months time, that thing don't come up for your mouth. When you resume school, when you mess up with your contemporary, bololo will come up for your mouth. Okay, so let's go back to this. Everybody say, what's it called? Also, say, I want to connect with the fish grill. I don't send you my number. Don't worry. Everybody say, see, Osimhen not believe all this talk. Make una leave him, make he do as him like. No, but we go talk. We not advise him. He talks to make una advise him, for so we not advise him. He go do as all right. He go do all like that. Them know the push good head for side. Finidi na blessed head. So I say, what is on social media? The grade. I don't give you my number. Send me message. Not be I'll give you all that detail. Then they use that matter to disturb us now. You know what they say, boss, Bonjono, that ball Rice plays still the rule now. So why the red card? He obstructed play. There is a law that they put. The law is a stupid law, but the law is there. So he catch you. He obstructed the restart of a play because they say this season they don't want too much delay, too much stopping of play. So he's one of the victims. Ogun Franklin, he said, good morning, Oga Elegbete. I'm sorry I came in late. Cheers to my team for our win against United yesterday as a Liverpool fan, a proud Liverpool fan. Arrogant, stupidly arrogant Liverpool fan. I join you in your stupid arrogance. If I'm a Liverpool fan, that's exactly how I would announce myself late. I'll come late and you are forgiven. Temi says, another thing Victor doesn't know that Lukaku's deal from Chelsea to Napoli is related to him. Is meant to go the other way. Yes. Michael Ede say, Oshari, tell them say you be from Wafi, not the carry last. Ekene says, I can't see the number and I really need it. My number is there. 4277165. If you not say, go play the show again, fast forward to that place and then write and down until they do you told this you down abroad. It's so Kijebugari 360 sports segment. He said, my boss, what is your take about Ansu Flick and also the Madrid saga who supposed bench now inside Mbappe and Vini? Do you think they miss cross? I think Vini and Mbappe can play together. I think Ansu Flick is doing a good job. We will talk a lot about that tomorrow. So let's go to the end. Henry Umaru says, Osazuwa, I did Lagos, so just ask and I will deliver straight to you anyway in Lagos. Tim says, true, Elegbete. I want to hear your opinion on Madrid. Can they win La Liga or too many chefs go spoil the food? Tomorrow, I will cook for that one. Even our afternoon show, we'll talk about that one. It's just that the people who don't sign up say they won't join the show today, and only 40 minutes, 30 minutes we get. The show not go long, but we'll do the show anyway. Tomorrow I'll talk. They says, boss, Italians, no, they forgive. I know, bros. Now this leg. Now they have to do my recuperation. I do mistake one day. Go come out something way somebody put for somewhere. And that story I don't want to talk about because the person feels still their life, and I go see the favor sometimes. So let me. I know they fear about the fear. Now let me respect him. Italians say they forgive. But I like it like that. When you know some people they forgive, they make you they know how to behave around them. Now too much acceptance and too much accommodation what Africa give, maybe they fit on us to slave. Knowing that these people, say it is better. I tell people every day that it's better that people fear you than they love you. People will love you now, they go fear you, go avoid you. Like avoid doing something to you because they know what you feel do to them. Well, they show that they reach 2 hours like this. So I buy on me. They say that if Osimhen had not cut ties with the likes of Omar and those that helped him in the past, he would not be in this dilemma and also needs to cut the parasitic influences around him. No, make it stay with them. Osazo Amaxi says Osimhen, where if it begin insult him elder sister, useless in family because he don't. I so much dislike him. I told my wife, but she's always supporting him for his arrogance. Okay. Can I go if it says I took a day off today because of Bobby. Bobby, you're dead. Bobby, you're not finished. I'm waiting for him this afternoon. He's lucky I don't have his social media. Can I see? Send me a message on my number. I'll bring you on the show. Maybe you try for a face. Maybe you give him. Maybe point out for everybody. Can I say? I beg. Talk that story. I won't go Italy for holiday. No, Italy is a lovely place to visit. It's not a holiday. It's a beautiful place to go. Go to Milan. Go to anywhere. Good food. Good. Italy is good. One of the places in Europe where food is good. The people are good. They are kind. But you say they are kind, but they are not foolish. Italians are kind people, but they are not foolish. Osazoa Maxis says, I beg, how you see that Elder Milito guy? You don't already call it He said he has lost form or is just me. No, he's lost form actually, but I think he can still pick up his form. Tell you says Mbappe did not really rest after Euros. I agree with you. Before taking up the Madrid challenge, he will come out good. I think so too. Can I go and say, make I know Hala? Well, on this note, I want to say thank you very much, guys. We've really done 2 hours, and I'm not tired. This is nice. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for making the show work today. Please, I beg now. Somebody say, why am I not traveling in October? One, I not get the money. Two, my YouTube numbers have not grown to where I thought by now we don't reach 20,000. Unfortunately, we not reach. So it's hard to take a gamble because when I did the calculation, it was going to be like around 15 million. There's nobody out there that's willing to give you 15 million. And again, somebody who reached out to me said, okay, I can raise the money for you, but you pay me back with interest. And I told him, I said, bros, I don't need the money, not because I'm afraid of the interest. Obviously, I can pay. The YouTube channel will make the money. But I think that I recalibrated my thought and I said, listen, why not focus on growing the numbers? At least try and hit 50,000 before the end of the year, if God willing. And then you can now on that, because it means that maybe if we get 100,000, obviously this channel will be doing like $10,000 every month. I can afford to do a trip, carry my crew, get everybody going. But right now, it will be penny wise, pounds foolish in that move, and I don't think I want to do it. So, and I also don't want to burden people that much. That's the reason why I'm not going. So, for those of you who are already here, if you come to Europe, we will host you. Let's push it forward to March next year, and I'm sure by the grace of God, we would have worked out the strategy. The numbers would have grown. We'll be earning better every month, and then we can. But until then, let's keep doing the show here and support every other show that we do. Tammy, thank you very much for giving us £5 today. And thank you to every other person who joined in the comment section. I think the interactions today was very beautiful. I don't know if it's because of Osimhen. It was very beautiful, very nice, very pleasant. That's why we went 2 hours without even getting tired. And thanks to Timothy Daimbo for making sure the show was a delight in terms of giving us our news package and every other person on the show today. Once again, my name is Edafe Matthias. You love to call me the Elegbete on Sports. You can follow me on Twitter as Elegbete1 Sports. And you can follow me on TikTok and across every other platform on Instagram as Elegbete1. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful day and a great week ahead. Bye-bye for now until the other shows come in. Okay, let me just add this. So I've been hearing some very, very funny story. Mikel Obi was claiming that he's the one that paid for the flight that took Nigeria from Atlanta to Manos to Sao Paulo for the Olympics in 2016, and that's a lie. So I thought I should put the record straight. So I called the guy because I was involved in that team and I know everything that happened. And I called Olubunmi Junaidu, the guy who took the Nigerian team to the US, and how the whole team happened. So that interview drops today. You can watch it and deduce from it what you can deduce from it. Pick your own file. Don't let me guide you. The final part, the full version of the Brownie Days interview comes out tonight, this evening as well. Later today, we would also get you the views from the stand. I want to see Bobby's face. I want to see how Bobby reacts. If you're a Liverpool fan, you want to be on the show and you want to point out for everybody, reach out to me. You have my number here. Reach out to me. I will put you on the show. If you have good internet and your phone is good and your lighting is good and there's no noise in your environment, reach out to me. Let's give it to him. 1 o'clock Nigerian time is when we start recording. God bless you guys and have for yourself a wonderful, wonderful and amazing day. Bye-bye.